Hey, this your happy hood statter. And today I want to talk to you about ongoing situations that are happening around the world. So, of course, we all know about the strikes at the different ports. And hopefully by now we know what that's about. Hopefully we didn't get a list of things to go out and buy via text message like I received the other day and you just go out and start shopping for things. Hopefully you delved in a little bit and educated yourself around what is happening, why this is happening, and try to forecast a little bit about what is next or what could be next, the possibilities of what could be next. Because when you do these things for yourself, then you have the wherewithal to begin planning, for your family, for your family's safety, for your family's health and well-being, for your family's, food and supplies and things like that. They sent a list out. I just started getting all these text messages the other day, and they sent the list out. And it said forward, and it said talked about the shutdown, the strikes, and it just gave a list of all this stuff to buy. Let me tell you something. You can buy all the stuff in the world you want, but baby, if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't know what you're doing, and if you don't have a mindset in place to survive these times that we in, buying the food and toilet paper, that stuff ain't gonna do you no kind of good. That stuff, toilet paper ain't gonna do you no good if you ain't got no water to flush the toilet with. That's the first thing. See, people not even thinking like that. That's just jumping on the bandwagon right now at the last minute, just following a plan of getting little things in their house, right? Even during COVID, people didn't think things out thoroughly. They just jumped on the bandwagon and bought food and stuff when it became available to them. So their concern was just getting some of the things that they need. But see, now you got to wonder, what do I do if I don't have water? How do I use my bathroom? How do I wash things? How do I wash myself? How do I wash my food? Like, it's more than running out and getting that stuff on that list, y'all, right? You got to have the mindset. You got to have some sort of plan. And the people in your house, it'll be nice if they're on board with the plans. But at the end of the day, you got to be able to do what you need to do. You got vehicles to maintain. What about that? Right? You can't get your hands on stuff. How you going to maintain your vehicles? Let me give you something. Like, I live in an apartment. I live in the hood. Okay. Everybody know that. And if you don't, you know now. Okay. It is what it is. But let me tell you like this. I got a car that I drive, that I depend on. Just last night, I'm laying down. I'm hearing all this arguing. Get off me, get the F off me, give me your phone, whatever. All that last night, right? So I look out the window. I'm trying to figure out. I was like, dang, that voice sound familiar, but I ain't know none of the people that was out there. But nevertheless, I look out the window. They are on my car, tussling viciously. Pepper spray. One bra had a knife. So, and I'm bringing that up to say this, because you got a lot of people on YouTube that be telling y'all what to do, how to do, and then they also tell y'all how y'all not prepared, what y'all ain't. Hold on, my phone ringing. How y'all not prepared, what y'all ain't got, and people been doing this for years and all this and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I heard this guy, he be criticizing people that live in apartments. And boy, shut up. Sit down, take several seats. You don't even know what you're talking about. Because I'm going to tell you something. I got a plan for the plan. Okay? And live in the hood. Okay? Thank you very much. But nevertheless, right? People just need to stay in their lane and do what they know to do best according to what they have. And let people over here in apartments and in the hood or wherever, let them do what they know best and plan according to what they have. Right? Because if you're not in the environment, you can't begin to think about or fathom how in the world we would survive a situation such as this. Because I'm going to tell you something. The people around here that's poor, they going to them houses. They going looking for goods and things from people who got them nice cars parked outside. So sometimes being in the hood could be one of the safest places, because people ain't going to let you come up in here, and they don't know you. You ain't coming up in here. And when they seeking for stuff, they going to go out to where they think the neighborhoods are nice and the people driving the nice cars, because what they don't realize is that they got bills and not money. That's why they got all that stuff sitting out there. But they don't know that. These youngins don't know that they're going to go out and do that. But nevertheless, back on track to what I was saying. So, you got to have a mindset to be able to prepare for these things. That one little list y'all sent me the other day, that to all the people that I told about this months ago, that one little list y'all sent me and called yourself sending around the world, look, came as far as Philadelphia, honey, okay? That list ain't gonna do you no good if you don't have the mind. I'm saying this like 4 times. If you ain't got the mindset, the plan, and the wherewithal to execute things when things happen. Remember, the strikes ain't the only thing that's happening in the world. You got to think about what's happening outside of the United States that could be affecting you shortly, soon, and right now, depending on how you look at it and how much you understand it all. Okay? So what about that? It is so much that you have to gather and sort out. And then you have to cater these things that you gather, collect, and sort out to make it applicable to your family and your family needs. This stuff you got to do. Y'all, I hate to see people fall by the wayside, right? But I'm going to tell you something. Don't pay them people on YouTube, no mind, who got all the generators in the world, all the jarred food in the world, I don't care what you got. Let me tell you something, what I do know. For those who live in houses, you cannot protect all those windows. If a bunch of dudes come to your address, you can have all the ammo and weapons in the world, but you got one arm and you can't do one trigger finger. You can't use with one trigger finger at a time. You can't protect all them windows. If you got people coming up in all them windows at one time, baby, you short, okay? If you got 2 or 3 people in your house that can shoot, you still short because you got 17 dudes up outside. You might take 1 or 2 of them out, but baby, you're defeated with all your canned goods and all your jar goods and all your Coca-Colas and your apple cider vinegar and fire ciders and generators and stuff. You're done. You're toast. It's over, right? People planning for if somebody come, but they're not planning for if somebody's come, okay? Because if somebody wants something bad, they getting it, boo, okay? The only thing you should be saying is that I'm going to die trying, because that's pretty much what we all going to be, dying trying, okay? We not going out like no suckers, so just take that for what it's worth and stop thinking you're a superhero up on this YouTube channel, thinking that you know what to do and telling everybody what to do and how to survive, because they'll snatch your trees right out the ground, okay? They'll pluck your pears and apples and take them home to grandma because they love grandma and she ain't dying. They going to take your stuff, okay? So, for those on YouTube that's talking all this foolishness, humble yourself, because you'll be one of the first ones to go. When I stop seeing your videos in the midst of all this stuff that's going on, I know that you gone. Because you know why? You wasn't humbling yourself. Okay? You're trying to teach to every household that's out here, and you cannot do that, okay? Maybe you can teach to people in the suburbs because you live in the suburbs and you have a home, and you can talk about, the collective, and you can talk about different things to do in the suburbs because you got a 4-bedroom house, they got a 4-bedroom house, y'all got 3 stories to support, okay? But for me, in my house, baby, for me in my house, I live in an apartment on the 3rd floor. Okay, first of all, I'll see you coming from up above. Up above and so below. Before you get up here, baby, it will be on and popping, okay? I have windows, okay? So I develop an escape plan. So that's why it's important to stay in your lane. You don't live here, don't try to plan for here, okay? You want to teach somebody about jarring up some food and buying little things and all that kind of stuff, do that. But when it comes to the bigger picture, somebody's household, somebody's weapon stash and stuff like that, different states have different laws. Different people might live in substandard housing. People don't even realize that they can have certain things because people making them believe they not. Educate in the field that you are working in, and not the field that I live in over here, because I notice that a lot of people do that. They've been doing that for years. I sit back and I watch. I don't say nothing, right? Because there's some grown people on YouTube that's petty and childish, and they like to argue, And some of them masculine, so they say. But the feminine side like to come out when they want to go back and forth and tit for tat. I done sit and watched all that foolishness on there. I done watched people take stuff from people and then try to act like, they didn't. I done watched all that foolishness, right? But I ain't got time for that foolishness, because when I see that feminine energy coming from a man, Baby, I don't care how big and buff they don't make me no difference. I already know what you're about, right? So for those who may be discouraged and think that, okay, I ain't started yet. I don't know what to do. I ain't got this, that, and the third. And I'm in the same situation the both she is. You can reach out to me. I tell you what to do if you living in substandard housing and you living in federal receiving benefits from federal housing and stuff like that. Okay. So and I'm saying that to say this to all those that have it, and to those who don't have it, we almost still pretty much in the same boat. You might not have no electricity and no water, and somebody else might have that, and they might survive off that because they have that, but it does not mean that they're going to make it past you. It don't mean that. So don't be discouraged, y'all. If y'all watching people talk about you a day late and $1 short and all this kind of foolishness, don't even be discouraged by that. And I'm going to make a video because I'm on my way right now to go to the food bank to pick up my food. Make sure you visit your local food banks. Get those canned goods. Sign you and your family up while they still have these things coming in, and get those canned goods and put them canned goods away if you don't need to use them right now. Find a couple of food banks and visit. I'm going to do a video, right? And I got some footage on my phone about some videos, some footage when I picked up my stuff last month. But I'm on my way to get my stuff this month. And this place is different because I don't have to go inside. But I did do a tour of the place a couple weeks ago. So I will drive up and you pop your trunk and they just put your stuff in there. You place your order online, right? Almost like a DoorDash, honey. Yes, it is off the chain. It is fierce, darling. And they just load you on up, honey. Okay, yes. So also, I'll share information with you. So wherever you are in the U.S., you can seek services for yourself and your family, be it financial, transportation, food, counseling, substance use, mental health. I'm going to give you that information because, you know, if you're really trying to help somebody, you ain't going to criticize them. You're going to share information to help people get by. So when I come back on my next video and share that resource, I'm going to also share a resource that no matter where you live in the U.S., if you have a zip code or know of a zip code or is close to a zip code, I want you to type it in and seek those services and go start getting your stuff, boo-boo. Because at the end of the day, don't nobody know when that day gonna come, okay? Don't nobody know that. Ain't nobody know better than nobody on this YouTube. So to all my people in the hood, low income, people who just discouraged and think they late, day late and $1 short, let me tell you something right now. Just like me, who been doing things for a long time, who have that mindset, just like them people you watch that criticize and say what you ain't and how they this, that, and you know, and for the people who ain't and they this, that, and the other, for all of us, everybody, guess what we doing? We gonna die trying. That's all we all doing. Die trying. We getting ourselves together, but if we go away from here, we gonna die trying. Because like I said, you can have 1,000,000 preps and leave day 2. And somebody can have none and survive it, okay? Because guess what? When your house empty, now that's a place that people can pull out and eat from. So stop thinking you invisible, people, okay? Stop, because you ain't thought of everything. You have not thought of everything. Sometimes when you think small, that's all the plan you need. But when you try to plan and cover everything and overthink, something you missing something that's going to be very imperative to your life, okay? So thank you very much. And thank you for listening. And for all those who may be discouraged, I thank you. I probably didn't started out this video one way and my heart said, jump over there, girl, because you know how you feel about people, and you know how you feel about people picking on people and thinking they above people and stuff like that. So I don't even know what I started out talking. I think I started talking about that daggone port. But nevertheless, look, do what you can, okay? Because we're going to be all surviving the same. So until next time, let me go get this food and I'll come back and share that resource with you and also share what I picked up from the local food bank. Take care.